I'm not right in the head. I love danger. I love trying to do things that will kill me, right? That's why I always run towards danger. If there's a fire, I run towards it because I want to save who's ever inside. I want to give them life. I want to risk my life in order to save them. That's why I became a lifeguard. That's why I became a veteran. That's why I went to the Navy. I wanted to go in the Coast Guard, but they wouldn't accept me, right? My dad was like that. My grandfather was like that. My dad was a Marine. My grandfather was a Marine. Every man that I knew put his life on hold second. He didn't believe in God. They didn't believe in God, not in the beginning, right? None of us do. None of us are born believing in God. We just think that we are God. And then some of us have this fucking death complex because we're taught that the only way to meet Creator is to die, right? So as a man, you grow up being taught to support your mother, fight for your sister, fight for your brother, fight for your friends, fight for your family, be willing to die. Then you're taught how to kill. If you have a fucking father that was born that way, right, that he was taught to kill and his fucking father was taught to kill. Because you like, and I don't mean kill humans, I mean animals, right? It starts with animals and then it escalates from there if you go into the military. So if you've got a father that taught you how to live off the land, if you've got a father that taught you how to survive, if you have a father that beat the living tar out of you to make you strong so that you weren't weak, when you have women that took advantage of you, that took your virginity without asking as a child because you were molested or you were manipulated or you were programmed or you were just made into this fucking thing, right? Thou shalt not kill. I have never killed a human. I have saved many a humans. But was I taught to do that? You bet your ass. By my father, not by my grandfather. He didn't teach me that. But the military taught me that too, right? Survival of the fittest, right? Darwinism, right? To be a fucking animal, to be wild, to be crazy. So am I crazy? You bet your fucking ass I am crazy. Because I see things that nobody else sees. I hear things that nobody else hears. I feel things that nobody else feels. I am completely connected with the earth, with the animals, with humanity. I know who my enemy is, and that's me. It's all in my head, as it is in all of our head. And we all want head, man. All men love head, right? They want to get ahead. They want to be ahead. They want to be a leader. They want to be first. Well, everything's fun and games until you're first through the door. Until you open that door and you see what's on the fucking other side, right? When you see the criminals, when you see what's truly going on behind closed doors, in darkness, right? Where evil lies. And you see it. And you see what's being done to children. You see what's being done to women. You see what's being done to your family. You see things that you can't come back and speak to because nobody wants to hear it. Your mother doesn't want to hear it. Your wife doesn't want to hear it. Your daughter doesn't want to hear it. Your children, your son doesn't want to hear it. And you don't want to pass it on to any of them. So you become quiet. You hold it inside because you know what's on the other side of the door and you don't want to go through that door anymore. You don't want to be the first to see it. And trust me, man, every time I've gone through the door, every time I've dove into the ocean to save somebody or dove into a pool to save somebody or went to a hurricane to save somebody or went to a burning ship or a burning house to save somebody, I didn't care about my life. I cared about theirs because they meant more to me than I do myself. Because I wasn't being true to myself. Because I wanted to meet Creator. And then I ended my life. I took my life. I ended my pain. And I rose above into heaven and I gave it to God, Creator, Source, Pachamama, whatever entity, deity, Allah. And I met her for the first time. There was no father in heaven. There was no father. There was no father. There was a mother. And I went to her and I said, Mom, I fucked up. I did some shit down there, right? On earth. Went to war. Got in a lot of fights. But Mama, I made a mistake. That's not me. It's not who I am. And would you forgive me? And I fell at my knees and she put me in her lap. She put me on her sacred breast, her bosom. She said, baby, I love you. I got you, Gabriel. You know, my name's not Gabriel, it's Gabe Rains. She said, sweetheart, you're my angel. My rain's above, my rain's below. My water, my oxygen. I created you. I gave you life. I gave you a spirit. And you went down there. And son, you fought. You fought when your twin died in the womb, and you remember her, Ariel. Uriel, I love you, baby. My sister, my twin, when she was taken from me by my father, the Marine. He aborted her. I still love him. My sister was taken from me. I had a sister 3 years later, oddly enough. Danielle, that doesn't even love me, that doesn't see me. Then I had a daughter that doesn't love me, doesn't see me. You know how much that hurts? Because they don't want to see you as the warrior. They don't want to see you as the hero. They don't want to see you. They want to see you as the villain. They want to see you as weak. They want to see you as they see themselves. And I didn't create my sister. I didn't create my life. I created my daughter. She's the most beautiful thing I've ever created in my life, man. Inside and out. And I don't even have a relationship with her. Because that's what it means to be a veteran. You don't have a relationship with your father. You don't have a relationship with your grandfather. You come home from war. You're emasculated. Nobody wants to hear your stories. You talk to other veterans, but you don't want to burden them. They don't want to burden you. But we all know. A veteran can recognize another veteran just by the eyes. It's in the eyes. It's in the eyes. We can see who cries, who doesn't cry. We can see who carries the weight. Because when I see a veteran, I see every veteran that gave her or his life standing right beside them in single file, arm to arm. And you hear them and they speak and they say, hey, you're our voice now. And that's what Mother taught me. That's what she showed me up there in heaven. I was so happy, man. Like, there's no feelings. You just feel love. And your family's there, and your dog's there, and your fucking animals. And your whole life is there, man. Right there. In that moment, you feel nothing. And it's but love. And it's just like, it's just pouring out of you. And then Mother, Creator, the beautiful, forgiving essence of life says, maybe I need you to go back. I need you to return. It's not your time. What do you mean? Baby, you got to go back. Mom, I have killed myself so many times. I've died for them humans so many times. I've died for women. I've died for men. I've died for animals. I've died so many times. And you always send me back. Why do you always send me back to hell, man? And she said, because nobody else will do it but you. Man, that's a fucking lot of responsibility, you know? It's a mission that you don't ask for. It's a mission you don't want. To be the first, to be the lead, to go into the fire, to go into the fucking storm, to go into hell, to go into death, to face it, to fucking put your life on the line for people that don't even respect you, love you, understand you, know you, feel you. They don't care because they're selfish. Because they wouldn't do it for you. And how do I know? Because when I laid there dying, there was nobody that fucking helped me. There was nobody around. Every time I got my ass beat, every time I went to the fire, every time I went to the fucking floods, every time I went to the tornadoes, every time it was just me, and my Creator, and my determination to save lives no matter what. And then you survive, and then you get fucking survivor's guilt, survivor's remorse, and then you sit back and like, did they even fucking deserve it? I didn't even get a thank you. You got fucking burns on your body, or you broke your fucking arm, or you, whatever the fuck happened, man. You know, you were stabbed, you were fucking, a gun was placed on your fucking head, or in your mouth, or in the back of your fucking neck. And you survive. Survival of the fittest. That's what veterans do. That's what gods do, man. That's what we do. Those that face life, that give your life, that surrender, that become one of the 22 and get sent back because you made a mistake. And not all the time do you get a second chance, but I've got a second chance, and I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to lift veterans up, and I'm going to continue to run towards danger, towards fire, towards death, because I don't fear it. Because I don't die. I won't die. I refuse to die. I refuse to give my life. I already did. And I was sent back. Angel Gabriel, Sacred Awakens, KCAA Radio is where I'll be back. I love you.